All right. What am I looking at, Rick?
Oh, yeah. A whole bunch of antique trains. They're made by a company called Concor. I don't know if you remember them.
Are they still in
From the
business?
70s and early 80s, yeah. But they have, all of these trains have been out of production for decades. Got, this is the M10,000. This one right here.
Which one? The first one here?
The first one here is Union Pacific, M10,000. All of them have DCC and sound. This was made by General Motors. This one here, and the same with this. This is the one in the Museum of Science and Industry, the Zephyr. There's two different Zephyrs. This is the post-World War II, and that's the pre-World War II.
Wait. Point again, please. Which is which?
That's the post-World War II Zephyr.
Right.
And that's before World War II, made in the 30s.
Really, with that nose like that?
Like that, yeah.
Is that the motor?
Yeah. Yeah, they have this whole train in the Museum of Science and Industry.
No, but on the nose of the second one, the farthest one.
That's backwards.
Oh, okay.
So it's facing backwards.
Okay.
This is the Aerotrain. This one right here, that's made by General Motors also. That was actually manufactured on I-55 and Joliet Road, right off of First Avenue. The EMD plant.
Wow.
This one right here.
The detail on that, I'm looking at the rear window right now. It is amazing.
That's from, they actually manufactured it on the bus line. They're making buses. And that's why it kind of looks like a bus.
Wow.
Now this is the Comet. There were two trains altogether, and I have two trains. That was the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad. They never really made a whole bunch of money when they were in production. That's these two. And
I'm sorry, question for you. When you said they didn't make a lot of money, you're talking about the railroad?
The railroad.
Oh, the railroad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And lastly, these are the Electroliners. And the Electroliners, there was 6. These ones here with the orange and the green.
Oh, I see them. Okay.
They were, there were 6 trains a day from Chicago to Milwaukee, back and forth. They drove around the elevated tracks downtown.
Downtown?
That was why they were built, actually, for those. Why the elevated was built. They had a third rail pickup. You know, just like the L's do today. They use the same third rail. But from the run to when they got out of downtown Chicago and went down on the ground, they could go up to 90 miles an hour. But they used these trolley poles. See, they actually work, see? And you can actually pick up electricity from them.
You mean in scale?
Yeah.
So, wow.
You would have to have catenary, though. Catenary is all the wires with the towers.
Mm-hmm.
That's called a trolley pole. Well, like this modern day Amtrak, this is called a pantograph.
And that does what?
Picks up electricity. It's an electric engine. Okay. So, and then I just got this Chessie one not that long ago. The cars didn't come with the engine or
That's
anything.
the one that looks like a steam engine on the
Yeah,
front?
the steam engine. That's really neat. Here's the instructions for it, how to make it work.
All right, I'm starting. I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording. Oh, does that look cool?
That's right. That's the one thing I didn't have a chance to do is clean the tracks. wheels got to be filthy on this thing. Now the weight, there's such a gargantuan sized weight in that engine on that aerotrain. There's no room for the DCC decoder and the speaker. And that's the brilliant thing that the
lighting is beautiful.
You better not stall out on me now. That's why I gave you extra gas. That's why, if you notice, the first passenger car, see how it's darkened, it's not completely lit up? That's because the decoder's in the aisleway. With a piece of black construction paper on each side of it, so you don't see the wires and everything.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome.
That theater marquee burned out again. Here's on the outside. I can put a different one on the inside. Which one is it? 51. 50. And the last time I was running this, I knocked it off the track. Are you fixed now? Good. Yeah, when I first got these trains, they didn't have DCC even.
You converted them?
I converted them, yeah. I bought the decoders and they were preloaded with the actual sounds from the real engines. And I installed the decoders. They were not very, the way these were designed, like I told you, the Aerotrain is the goofiest one, where I had to put the decoder in the second car. It's funny because on the bottom of the engine, it's got little holes in the plastic where like to let the sound out from the speaker facing downward. The speaker doesn't fit in the area. they got holes there, and there's no car is the train set, but all the rest are add-on cars. There's 3 add-on cars, okay? Wow. The train set itself is $500. Wow. Each add-on car is about $150. Isn't that insane? Anybody have any cake yet? Oh. Here, you're gonna kick out of
I love the way that looks in scale. I love the way the lights look. I love the way the lights look. It looks so real. It looks real. That's real on video, man.
That's the coolest thing about these Concord trains.
How did they get that cold light? Are those LEDs?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
This is interesting. They had $177 each. So the total cost of that train, $840. This.
That's not your money.
No.
That's the retail.
That's what it's worth.
Oh my gosh.
The Comet that's running right now.
That's this one?
No, that's the Zephyr.
That's the second.
The Comet's the blue one. $350 for the set, $95 for the decoder, 3 add-on cars for $390. Total cost.
Hey, I didn't notice that. Is that real?
Aren't they clever? They're just moved. That is the one thing that Concord accomplished that I've never seen any other manufacturer do. Is to make. See, those are actually just pivoting plastic things in the end of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
But these are actually held together with magnets.
Oh, so
That's the one that's parked. The one that's running towards us right now, the Zephyr post World War II. The set with the decoder and 2 add-on cars. Actually, we should say 3, because it's a 3 cars come in the set. Is $600 and almost $700. That's a $700 train. That's $1,500, those 2 trains, right? And the total price of all of it. But of course, I'm missing a couple of cars aren't on here. I have 2 Electroliner sets in it. Because a lot of the bigger engines and the bigger train cars
yeah.
will derail. These are too tight. These are 18-inch radius curves. And if you notice, these are much more swept. So I add the bigger trains that'll derail on the inner lines here. I needed to have a yard to stick them in so I could have more than one on the track. You know what I mean? So you could park one and drive another. So that's why I built this. I added these 3 sidings on here. They'll handle any size engine.
You know what I noticed, Rick, about these trains? I might stop this now, Rick. I'm running for this shot here. Hey, oh, I see now the gap's increasing. Okay. That's all right. I'm just fine for this shot, because by the time this one passes, the other one will be in, which will be perfect.
I was just looking at the, I'm a couple months behind with my model railroaders that come in the mail. That's why when the subscription runs out, it takes me a couple of months to finish the ones that I have already, so I don't have a constant subscription. But they had an issue on all the new DCC systems. You know, this basically has a power supply, a 10 amp power supply to the whole layout. And then you have a microcomputer underneath there where you select all your settings and stuff, and that's what controls all the engines and remembers everything when you turn it on and off. You know? Oh, that is so cool. So that's why I opted for radio control. I mean, I could run these trains if I was standing out on the street.
Outside the house?
Outside the house, it'll work that well. But the newer ones they have now, Ed, all you do is hook up a power supply to the train layout. You have to have special engines. They don't have DCC things in them. Instead, they have radio transmitter receivers. And you use an app on your cell phone. to control the trains. So this way, you can have as many throttles as you have cell phones.
So the signal comes through the tracks itself?
With this it does, but with that years back. This will last me the rest of my life.
To me, it seems cutting edge now.
You know what's funny? There's a boo-boo. Originally, I was just going to add 2 sidings, right? To have a safe distance between this and the edge of the layout. And then when I started laying it out, I'm like, oh, I can squeeze another track. I want to put up a fence. You know, I've got micro-sized fences. You recording or no?
This last one here, and then I'll stop after it goes by.
Okay, I'll just...
And I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Like those comets, you can hardly hear the sound. It's actually turned on now. Oh, that's funny. I gotta fix that one spot there. The headlights turned on it. Okay. Oh, now it's gonna stall out. There's a switch on the bottom of the tender. I have it turned off. If you forget that you have it turned on and you don't have fluid in there, it'll melt itself.
Oh boy. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, how fast is the train going now?
I like that light. That light looks really well.
Oh, well, like, is it going 10 miles an hour? Or 5 miles an hour?
Is what? No, they're going opposite directions.
Do you like these? I did that. Okay.
I like that scene right there. That looks good. The train's running right through. The cars look so cool. Those lights are unbelievable. But I want to get the steam one when it comes.
Okay.
They had a third rail pickup when they were running around the loop.
What scale do you have now? HO or?
Yeah, that's HO, 187th.
That's HO's 187?
There's no siding. But when I put the switches in, you have to put the switches perfectly level.
You have to lift it up to get through it.
Yeah, I have to rip it out from about here to here and replace that. I got the joint compound I used to fix grandma's cracks in the ceiling over there. So I got a little container, so I'm going to finish this up then with that. I was thinking of sticking a building in here or something.
Boy, that looks real.
And that, Rick said that one's a metal locomotive. Metal. That's amazing.
Because I was suggesting, why don't we just go to a restaurant instead of barbecuing?
That's fine. I mean, I like that was nice.
Lisa wanted it. You know, the thing is, for what it would cost for the 8 of us to go to a restaurant, we got T-bone steaks.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's better. It's cheaper.
Oh.
So he's being aggravating. Did you film that already, him?
I did. I got it. Somebody stop it. All right.
You see what I mean? Some of them, I have to go in and change the configuration variables, and maybe I can increase the volume. Isn't that ridiculous? You can hardly hear it.
But it doesn't matter. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful train.
That's gonna kill you.
No, I just bump it lightly. I bump it very lightly.
Oh, how about the Museum of Science and Industry? What do they got? Okay.
But they have the Sears Tower and everything. The Sears Tower is maybe about 30 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
And they made all the elevated tracks and everything.
Oh, like in Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
They have it downtown.
somebody in London did it?
Yeah, they were actually built off-site, and then modules were connected together. Some of, some of it's, actually I think some of my scenery looks better.
On the fence. If you were wanting to get a realistic thing, I guess you gotta do that.
Well, yeah, people are really particular too with some frames. With these toys.
You can get carried away with that.
They call them rivets are slightly bigger. They'll tell you that information.
But they know exactly whatever the diameter is of a wheel or whatever. If it's made out of brass or copper or aluminum or steel.
Yeah.
I don't, we don't, what did how did they get your wheel for your, get your wheel? The manufacturer manufactures the complete train of the engine and wheel.
Yeah.
They should be all, in real life, are all the wheels the same size? Like in one of the,
Italy agrees.
And they had the wheel, it cut a thing in the,
Oh, wow.
yeah, in the rocks or whatever it was, and they were really deep. The wheel in the chariot, I guess.
4 coaches and 3 coaches. No, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, that's a 3-coach one. 3 coaches, 61. No. Oh, that was this one.
Awful slow.
You never read that stuff.
Oh, that's another thing they tell you when they do the reviews, is they'll tell you if you can use a magnifying glass and read the text on the stickers on the engine, like the real ones have.
And who really knows, except the person that built something, that it's really accurate or whatever, or somebody's watching a...
Authority. And they repainted it and they called it the Liberty Line, or they use it for commuter service. Not anymore. But it's in the Philadelphia, some museum in Philadelphia, the other one. That's the only one of the Concours models I don't have here. Is they supposedly make a Liberty Liner, which is the same as that Electroliner, except it's got a completely different paint job, But on the side of the box for that, it has a checkbox for it, for 2 different ones, but I have never seen it anywhere.
Really, you can't?
Never. Every couple of days I search for it on eBay.
You've been looking for it then?
Yeah, I've been looking. I've never seen one. I don't know if they actually made it. I read in a blog where some guy was saying, did they actually make that or not? No one seems to know.
They made a checkbox for something that was never made.
Okay. That's like making an airplane and you have the airplane and then
Yeah, how about that hurricane? Holy shit.
What do you mean?
Category 4.
That's
I just-
To take out, yeah,
I was just going to say, I just talked to my Charleston store. Charleston's right above
Florida.
Florida, and they're saying they're going to get hit. I'm like,
Yeah, it might get to a Category 5. It's got like 160 mile an hour sustained winds right now. That's incredible. That's why you don't move to Florida.
I said that's a
Ding, ding, ding. I can't. I worked too hard for this. We killed ourselves for 2 days to get this house in order to what you see now. And it's still not, there's still chaotic spots. With all the moving stuff from grandma. Oh my God. It's taken me 6 months, almost 7 months to move everything out of the house.
how much do you have in storage?
Mainly all I have in storage is I've got Grandpa's, remember upstairs in the pantry he had those steel shelving units, those black ones? Those are in the storage locker, and then rid of a bunch of my stuff.
I'm gonna get rid of mine too. A lot.
Hey, you know what you forgot? What you promised me? Your American Flyer.
Oh, okay.
You still got that, right?
You know, 2 months ago, upstairs.
You did not.
Honest to God.
You did?
Yeah.
So it comes with an oval track and stuff?
Yeah, I put the track out upstairs. Thought it was nice, but
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, okay. It didn't run though.
That thing takes nice video. I like these get up these guys.
Yeah, but I gotta do something with it for you. That's what I have to do. I can see your mindset does that. Because why have lights if they're not on?
Yeah, that's what makes it cool. It really does. When you're running it, I'm gonna try to slow this guy down. At first he DC. With DCC like this,
Well, what have you got now?
it's well, I can do either. See here, this is from when I was a kid. This is the DC power pack, but I'm not using
Well,
it.
that's the recurrent, yeah.
Yeah, but the DCC alternating system is right here.
Wow, that's complicated.
Well, what happens is that there's constant in there. I went on the tour that for a long time. It's still going like hell.
Am I turning down the right one? Yeah.
Geez, it was at 99 before, now it's at 33. Some of these engines, though, I really need to take them apart and do maintenance. You know, oil and grease.
It's slowed down.
Yeah, I think I was turning the wrong knob before. Money or something. I don't think, that's why this one didn't really go over big. But I got it because it goes with the collection. You know, it's all of them.
Yeah.
Let's see, look at this. Now how in the hell, what do you got, one seat on each side in an aisle? You know, how could you have 2 seats on each side in an aisle in that? Just look at it physically, when you look at the size of the people, let's, you know. That's why on that station.
That's, yeah, I'm not sure. I get the pass by right here. This is awesome. Oh man. Oh, it really is. Yeah, because I get. See, the thing I like about this, I get all the trains with all the lights on in the area, and I get the trains. But it just looks beautiful. It looks so real. God, it looks real.
But they sell, there's a place that makes display cases where you can have a picture or a mirror in back. And they come in sections, you can couple them together, and you can actually drive the trains in and out of them.
Wow.
Not directly from the layout, but, you know, just to get them in there or whatever.
Wow.
But that would be nice, because I don't want to put...
I do the next
Yeah, but other than this thing added on, nothing's changed since you were here last time. Did it. I should have made it about this much bigger, right? About this much bigger. But I don't want to do it.
You know, it's getting kind of tight to walk through 2 people now anyways.